Here, are we supposed to down here? Oh,
Howdy, howdy.
what's up? I think we're a little crooked.
We were straight till Stacy tripped over the
I
cord.
can, yeah, just can't depend on nobody around here. Hey, hold down the
You
fort.
gonna straighten us up?
Yeah, I'll straighten us up.
There we go. Something like that. Yep. Maybe back just a hair. That looks good with the table.
Yeah,
We're
no extra charge for that.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're both extremely tired today. I feel like
Yeah.
mostly I think stress induced tiredness. I know you've been working your ass off on your car.
Yeah.
And,
Mine is not so much, it's not strenuous work. I've been trying to that electric power steering pump that I've put on there, come to find out, when you just hook it up to power, it runs in limp mode. So it's only about 70%. Some say less, some say a little more.
It make you drive easier.
Yeah. And it's so nice with it in there. Everything's real clean in there. And so I want it to work. So I looked some stuff up on YouTube, watched videos on it, bought all the little computer components to and I actually bought one. Also, it wasn't very much. I bought a plug and play one for $50. What I didn't realize is it was coming out of Portugal, so it's not going to make it by the. It might not make it by the Lone Star 600. I don't know.
I might just be ignorant. I don't even know where the fuck Portugal is. That could be in Asia or Europe, one of the two.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I definitely, if you spun a globe around, I couldn't put my finger on it, but I know it's a ways away.
Yeah.
So, and just little like this and that, I dropped a piece of solder over to. It's a mess. But anyway,
well,
so, like worst come to worst, I'll just put the other power steering pump back on it. But then I have to reroute the belts again and stuff like that. And it just is. It is what it is.
I know we do a lot of different stuff dealing with the Enduros. We try a lot of newer or not newer stuff, but just shit that's not legal,
right?
In regular racing. I didn't even know an electric power steering pump was a thing. It makes sense. I mean, how many other electric over hydraulic stuff there is? So, and I don't know, man. That's a new one for me. I'm glad that's your headache, not mine.
Come to find out, there's other ones that are better. Like, I don't know, better. This was super easy to adapt physically.
Yeah,
and it works. It works, but I did take it for a spin around the yard, and it feels like if you yank the wheel, it doesn't stay up.
Yeah, okay.
And that's what they say. If you'll put the thing on it, there's a dial, you can turn it up, and if it all works.
Yeah.
So anyway, there is.
They're coming for us.
They heard Sam's in the audience.
Uh-oh.
Arthur says, "Good luck, guys. Thanks for getting on, Arthur."
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for helping us get there too.
And Christina just she didn't say anything. She's just here.
She's blanked it out.
Let us know that she's here.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess Toyotas have one that go in shaft. Like if you had a manual box,
yeah,
it kind of like our quick steer boxes, and it's a power steering unit. I had somebody else tell me that Priuses have real good ones on them, and so I don't know.
Yeah, I guess next year you'll just go to the wireless steering shaft and all, huh?
Right? Yeah. Just go to on the computer. Hi, Christina.
Hey.
So anyway, and I had a guy tell me, like, in a little short I did, he's like, servo, that's a steering servo. And so I did a reply video, and I'm like I'm a redneck. We have pumps, we have power steering boxes. I have a modified up top that has a servo, but it's 10th scale.
I've never heard of a power steering cervix. So,
Cervix.
like that's a new one on me. Well,
Right.
we'll keep up calling it wrong. It's like when I call an engine a motor, and people get it's not electric, it's a motor.
Right.
Like, well, look, it's motor sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah.
It's not engine sports.
Yep. There's a lot of truth to that.
So I personally, I'll call stuff whatever the fuck I want.
We're rednecks. We can. We can make up names for shit.
I'm not even sure I say my last name right most of the time. I had to put it on my fucking shirt just so people could spell it right.
Right.
I had to look on here. Yeah, the blank comments that we can see and on our deal on our feed. It's just some blank comments. That's from sending stars and
Oh,
stuff
okay.
and little things like that. So
Awesome.
if you want to send those, we greatly appreciate it. It helps us afford the apps that we use to do this.
Yeah.
But and make this a little easier on us, or at least on you, I think, because I mean,
Yeah,
you're operating this system here.
And there actually is. I've been looking into another one that looks like it does the same thing for quite a bit cheaper. So
okay.
we may end up switching over to that.
At least test driving it.
Probably, yeah. Y'all probably won't even notice. And
yeah, I don't
but that's that. Alan will be happy because he's been wanting me to get this Solo 275 trophy together for almost a full year now.
Well, it looks badass.
Thank you. I went for the black on black. Last year it had a silver back, and this year it's got a matte black back and the gloss.
Yeah, I dig it. I like in the video here. It looks like there's a darker streak or a lighter streak right across the center. It's not. It's just the way you got it. It's you got that finish on it, and so that looks pretty good. I like it. Hopefully, I'll get to bring it home with me.
And then whoever does win it, this is mounted a little bit low, but like we did for Howard Willis last year, whoever wins it, I will put their name across above there, so that it says their name and winner 2025. I'll completely make a new piece, so it's all one nice piece up there, and so that thing will be, probably that tall when it's completely finished.
Yeah.
I probably should have put some kind of placeholder up there, something. Jane Doe, something. I don't know. Joe Dirt.
Billy Mazzell.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Let's take a shot at not having to make it.
Yeah. Just make one for everybody registered.
Oh, God.
That would be a nightmare, huh?
That would. But anyway, so I got that done, and it will be at Solo 275 in 2 weeks. 2 weekends.
That's next weekend, right?
Well, yeah, we got this weekend and next weekend.
Yeah, not this coming weekend, but the next.
Yeah,
right.
So about 10 days out, we have this.
Yeah,
something like that.
My car won't even crank right now, so
I'm just fighting a power steering thing. I think mine's pretty good. Chris is going to be over tomorrow. We're going to put it up on stands, do a good nut and bolt check. And by the time we do that, if I don't have the power steering where I can turn it up to 100%, I will go back to the other one and figure out how I'm going to keep it from blowing all the oil out.
Well, thank God for Chris. He's got my dually right now trying to figure out a brake issue. That way I don't die on the way to the track. Yeah. I'm not a drum brake guy, and it's got big drum brakes on the back. I told him, I said, I don't know if I'm strong enough with my vice grips to get these springs hooked. so he was like, bring it over. So it's precision? Is it
Precision Car Care?
Car Care. That's what I was thinking. So yeah, if you're in East Texas around the Tyler area and you need some car work, look him up because he's the man. He's full shop over there.
Yeah. And well, the thing about him, he's super honest. He's just an honest guy. Yeah. Like dealing with him day in, day out. My hands are super dirty. I didn't even go in and wash up before we did this. But anyway,
this guy all got set up about 10 minutes beforehand here. But
but Chris is super honest, and he does great work. He's really knowledgeable. Of course, he probably doesn't look young to everybody, but like I'm 53 now, so people look young. He looks like a young guy to me, but
me and him are the same age,
right?
And people say I'm old all the time,
and
getting there.
but he
almost 40.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable.
Yeah, he's not. He had a work shirt on with his name, and I said, "This guy knows what he's doing."
So Tyler Autry, sup guys, sup
up?
Tyler, Tylar. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
His mama misspelled it on the birth certificate.
is that what happened?
That's what happened. That's what happened.
Right on. And so anyway, come watch us for this. We didn't plug in the on-air sign. That's
we didn't have time to get an extension cord out.
Right. We just threw this together, and
we're
glad to be here.
We're trying to race this week. First weekend for us, at least racing.
And then when's midget wrestling? That's after solo, right?
That's after the Tuesday after the solo.
We might just be on our video on our.
At least look for video. We'll be doing something.
Yeah, just live on our cameras. Mine pointed at Billy every once in a while. Billy's pointed at mine, and on 2 different platforms.
Yeah. And they might see me fighting somebody on midget or something.
Yeah.
I'll get up there.
Or something, yeah.
Or something.
We saw a midget stripper at the Club 155 one time. They had that was interesting.
You throw quarters at her?
No.
$50?
Yeah. She's actually kind of mean for. I mean, I guess you're like a chihuahua.
Yeah, like a little dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
So it is what it is.
We don't get canceled from talking about it.
That's the nice thing about the internet. Like, you got to go pretty far on the internet. CBS can't shut us down. ABC, CBS, NBC, none of that. Your car.
Well, so we'll back up to the solo car that I'm taking. The three link car.
Yeah.
Been busting ass on it. We were going to take it to there's comp cam late models at Boot Hill, over in Louisiana this past weekend, and they brought that down to a 1-day show because of the weather, and but it was open practice Thursday. I said, well, I need some open practice, and I about had the car ready, got it running that week. I ain't cranked it in a couple days just because it was running. It was running fine. I mean, that's the motor I've been running. Same carburetor, everything seemed to be all up, in good shape.
Yeah.
Knew we needed to get some more race fuel for it, that sort of thing. So I was just going to get that at the track, throw it in, go make some laps. And you come over. We worked, got the car, good enough for practice anyways. Had a few more things left to do to it. And son of a bitch, if you go to crank it up to load the thing up, it's backfiring through the carburetor and all kinds of stuff. I think we put 5 gallons of pump gas in it. And I know everybody you're not supposed to run pump gas and stuff. You can run it on a little pump gas. It's the way the motor's set up, right? We want to try to get it around 102, 100, something like that. But for loading it on the trailer, pump gas is all right.
Right.
And I think our little town of Frankston over here, nobody's buying premium. And I think I got 5 gallons of bad gas. Because that's kind of how it's acting. I mean, if you ever had bad gas in something like a lawnmower or something like that, it'll run like shit, and it'll spit and sputter. And when you kill it, it goes, and it dies. Well, it's doing that when you crank it, and it's doing that when you kill it. So I'm like, I think it's bad gas. So we left that at the house, and then we needed to do some testing with my brother's factory stock. So we were going to take it too. So I said, fuck the Enduro car. We're going to take it. We load it up. We go over there. It runs great. We're all high-fiving.
I even took it for a few laps.
Yeah, you ran it for a few laps. They were trying to talk me into it, and I was like, last time we were here on a test night, and I made some laps, the rear end broke half a lap into it. I'm not doing it. And wouldn't you know it, he made about 2 laps in the heat race the next day, and the fucking transmission broke. So it would have happened to me again, and I would have really felt like it was my fault. But I mean, transmission's probably 5 years old. It's
I have a theory on that I was thinking about. I told Jesse about it, but that thing we've been fighting. I say we, you guys been fighting the timing issue with it.
Yeah.
The timing goes away as the race goes on.
Yeah.
But and we know that for a fact. And it would just get where it wouldn't pull, wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And I told Jesse, I'm like, I know it's been losing timing. That's an official, like we can put a light on it and see that go away. We knew it was chewing up distributor gears.
Yeah.
But along with that, I kind of wonder if that transmission hasn't been like galled up and dragging it down too.
Trust me, I had the same thought, and I've been telling her, I said, man, I think we need to get a different torque converter because I just don't. I think that one is something's wrong with it or whatever, and it came off a transmission that had broke. So I had my theories on that same deal.
So now y'all got the timing fixed where it would just stay strong and stay
making enough laps,
hitting hard. And so as soon as that transmission started to galled it down, it just broke it this time instead of it couldn't pull the motor down.
Very, very possible,
but anyway,
very possible. But anyways, so that sucked. There's a lot of good racing out there. I enjoyed watching the Sportsters. They ran 2 features. Some people bitched about it online, but I think that was a good idea for that. Yes, I have all my merch.
Billy's gonna have merch. I probably won't have. I'm gonna have some new shirts before the Lone Star 600, probably way before it.
All my merch will be in the pits at my trailer.
I want to get a new shirt made. I wanted one with the car with a wing on it, maybe sit in one direction, and one with the roof on it.
Yeah.
And I've been lazy and haven't put the roof on it to get a picture of it. And so
we ought to just wait till the factory stock's done to get one of each.
Yeah. I don't know when that's going to be though. So
we can imagine it.
Yeah. So I'm going to have Billy will have merch this weekend.
We'll have merch this weekend.
I may have koozies. That's about it. About all I'll have.
Depending on how the power steering pump goes tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah. Well, I have merch at both races coming up. So I usually have it all with me when we go to the races, and I'm working on getting me a legit merch booth set up. And I don't know exactly how I'll get it to the track and things like that if I'm racing, but I plan on going to more races where I'm not driving. I'm not having a pit crew, stuff like that. So I just got to get it all. I got to get it, and I got to get it figured out. I got a good idea. I don't want to just put it online. And then somebody copy me and copy my idea, and then I don't have then I show up and I look like the fucking copycat.
Right, yeah.
Because it's a cool idea. But anyways, and then speaking of merch, working on getting merch for Australia. A lot of the Australians have been asking. I am going back for the 100 lapper. They officially announced that this past week. So we won't do a Billy Down Under. I will be videoing as much stuff as possible, and kind of have my own little vlog deal for the YouTube and clips for Facebook, and we'll do as much as we can with that. And then trying to get a merch store set up over there with some merch that we have here, and then some merch that's Australian merch. That makes more sense to have it there here, and like having like the wagon shirt and stuff over there, it don't really make sense. They don't know that car, other than seeing it online there. But I think that'll be cool. And then as far as the big chill coming up, yesterday went over to Chris White's, our buddy Chris White that was on here a few weeks ago. I'm going to be driving a car for him at that race. Big body Monte Carlo, and I'm talking big. This sucker, I didn't know it was going to fit on the trailer. What's crazy is that thing is as wide as the wagon. I have the wagon wide, but it barely fit in between the fenders on my trailer, which is a big trailer.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. But big old Hank the Tank, as I'm calling it, big ass gray Monte Carlo. I posted a picture of it on Facebook earlier today. We're doing 200 laps Friday, 300 laps Saturday. And if you haven't yet, get on that picture, comment how many laps you think I'll make in it. I've got high hopes in it. That car's made a bunch of laps before. He told me it got second one year when the 600 was at Battleground one of the nights.
Yeah.
And so I've got high hopes. The thing sounds salty as a motherfucker. It's got a 307 in it or 312.
Yeah.
As they said, but so it sounds really good. He put a bunch of Lucas in it. They don't got a good oil pressure at idle, but usually that means they're good, you know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so we went over there. We got that thing going yesterday, and it hadn't ran since the Solo 275 last year. It was the last time it ran, and the brakes went out, and I think it got hot or something. Radiator packed full of dirt. So I got all that washed out. It was a bunch. If anybody wants any Lone Star dirt, I got it. It's on the slab in my shop right now. And then got it going. I was building a fan shroud for it earlier. Spray painted numbers on it. I got to get where I can see out of it. I might put a different seat in it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big seat for me. And then it's sitting too low because I'm short. A lot of people don't know how short I am, but I'm like 5'6", and the guy that drove it for me was not. And I'm driving like a little kid. Like I can see out the door, but like the top of the dash is like right here, and I'm like trying to load it. I was just like, slipping the clutch.
I see some guys like to sit low in their race cars, and I don't. I like to sit crazily up. Like
I like to sit low in it, but I realize that it's really better to sit a little higher. Yeah. I'm not Dale Earnhardt. That's why I sit low, because I want to be Dale Earnhardt.
Right.
And I know that I'm not. Not even close. So I'm not even a whisker on his mustache. So I'll just go ahead and raise the seat up a little bit.
Yeah, I sometimes in my cars, I think if people just took a picture, didn't know me, they'd think I was like 6'6" or something. But no, I'm 6 foot tall.
I've had people think that I was real tall. I'm like, I'm not even close to being real tall. I'm not even kind of tall.
Right.
But that's what happens when your dad's 6 foot and your mom's 4'10". You get hung in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. But the old car, that thing, I'm excited to drive that thing. That'd be cool. Shout out to one of our sponsors, Big O Screens and 317 Awards. They pitched in and helped me on fuel and pit passes and the entry fee.
So, right here.
Oh. Yeah, he did it to me again. I thought we was finally getting past this. Yeah, Big O Screens. So it's not a show without Big O.
I'm fine over here.
Yeah, that's a little. I feel like this is intentional a little bit, but yeah, it's not a show without Big O, as they say. And so if I tagged them in the flyer post for this right before this. If you're having a big event, whether it's concert, race, I think he's doing next weekend's like a menudo cook-off or something, and concert and stuff. And holy shit, I posted videos and some pictures of that screen. It's a game changer at the races. It kind of sucks going when it's not there.
Yeah.
He was at Clash of the Coast, and they used it as the winner circle for the winner circle pictures, and it was badass.
So I heard guys talking about at Boot Hill when he had it there. Watch, because they had it at the end of the straightaway.
Yeah.
And drivers were like, I can see where they were behind me because it's that big, and like
that's also why everybody kept wrecking in 1 and 2. I've never seen that many wrecks in 1 and 2, and I was like, they gotta quit looking at that thing.
They're trying to watch. Look, I'm on TV. Does it go by?
Oh yeah, they would spin out. People that you wouldn't think would spin out would spin. I was just like, that's on them. That's on them. I was like, I never even looked at it.
Good late model race there this last weekend. We went and watched. My buddy Ethan runs second, and a tight second too. I thought there was a couple cautions there. Sometimes when things were getting dicey for them, and somebody else messed up.
He was fast. I think he might have been faster than Cade Dillard. It just the top was the faster lane. Yeah. He could get him on the bottom there, and then a lap car would get him, because all the other cars was running the very bottom.
Yeah, and Cade was running the bottom of 1 and 2 for a while.
Yeah,
and Ethan was making some time on him there, but just they raced pretty good. They got together pretty good once down in 3 and 4. But
it was like they just barely touched, but I think his tire might have caught the door.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. It just shoved the door straight up.
And Ethan wasn't pulling a slider. He was just down there going. And Boot Hill, if you haven't been there, has a slick spot where the cars come on the racetrack.
Yeah.
I haven't even raced it, but I watch it all. Like and so I think that Cade was kind of pulling down to try and miss that, and Ethan was still coming across. And they, like you said, they didn't even hit hard.
No, it would have been a tire mark if anything. But it didn't even upset neither car.
Yeah.
But like if you watch, like we were standing was in the middle of 1 and 2, and watch them do time trials or whatever, you could see them coming off of turn 4, and they'll get bound up, and then you see them straighten up and they go, and it's every time coming out of that turn, every class pretty much. Yeah, it's slick. It's just right to that entrance of the track. It's slick.
I've always thought, and it's hard because you don't want to choke your car down, but when I go there, like, I definitely want to try to run almost like you're trying to cross under somebody.
Yeah.
Like, because getting in and through the center of 3 and 4 looks real good up high and it's fast. But then if you're carrying that momentum, you hit where those cars come on the racetrack, and just, man, them guys get all sideways or have to shut it down to keep from hitting the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's some of them guys I see that run the top and can manage to cut down. And
yeah,
but
it's a tricky spot. Used to, before they moved that back straightaway wall out, if you came off of turn 2, boy, it got straight quick. I've seen a bunch of people just smack it, you know.
Yeah.
And they moved it. It made the back stretch a lot racier. Carry a lot of speed. That track, people don't realize how much speed you carry on that track for it to be like a 3/8.
Yeah.
It's a lot more banking once you get on the track than you would think. You know, looking at it, even standing right there at the wall, you're like, oh, it's not that banked. Once you get on it, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a little more banked than usual, you know, or than you would think. I mean,
yeah.
But hell of a racy track, and they've got it figured out. It's always smooth.
And the owner, I don't remember his name. You know him, but like he's out there on the quad, looking at the lanes in it. He's out there scraping mud off the walls.
Yeah,
I mean,
Bubba and Rollo. That was Rollo scraping the mud off the wall. I said, hell, you don't think you can get somebody else to do this shit? They put their heart and soul into that place, and I think that's why you see so many people there. I mean, there was like 40-something factory stocks, and it wasn't like a big paying race or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, I remember 10 or 12 years ago when I first got into factory stocks, it was like that everywhere for a little bit. I don't know what changed really, other than just money. They've gotten a lot more expensive, but I remember at Lone Star it would be like 40 or 50 factory stocks there pretty regularly, even if it wasn't a big race. And even the big races were usually about the same car count.
Yeah.
I think people travel around more now than they used to.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, we never went nowhere unless it was just like a Thanksgiving race or something like that, and our local track wasn't having something.
We didn't travel when I was like in 2007, 2008 until the end of the year, really.
Yeah.
Santa Maria.
That was the same for us.
Yeah, Santa Maria was 2 hours away. We still kind of considered them a local track. It's a fun place to race. You go to the beach, you go to Harry's Bar, like you went over there for the weekend more than just racing.
Yeah.
But yeah, October, then we started moving, like we went further up north, down south, wherever. A lot of times we could put our big motor in. If we had a big motor, you could get whatever 364 cubic inch or whatever out, and you could put your 383 or 406 in
with the big one in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because they went to the one carburetor on gas type rules, you know, and so that was always fun too.
Yeah,
be able to put your stout stuff in if you had stout stuff, and I was lucky enough that I drove for guys that we had some pretty stout stuff at times.
Hell yeah. Dad always had pretty stout motors. It wasn't ever big cubic inch, but he always had some pretty good stuff, and he always put them together himself. I remember us going to Boot Hill, which when I was a kid, Boot Hill seemed like it was a day away,
Yeah.
but it's only 2 hours from us. Hell, Dad won 2 championships over there, but I remember us going over there for Louisiana State Championship, and the hot stocks, which is kind of I guess around the country it'd be like super stocks or pro stocks or something like that. Back then it was mostly like Camaros and metric cars, so big tires, big motors. You run a spoiler, air cleaners out of the hood.
Yeah.
Well, we'd go over to Louisiana. It was like they had open rules or something. I remember guys with wings and sprint car tires, late model tires, and just crazy, crazy looking cars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? Dad still was going over there kicking ass.
That's awesome.
I remember one time, probably the last time I went over there when they had something like that going. And it's one of the cars that's sitting out at the shop. It's a blue and white one sitting in the old retired row there. Dad took it. He kicked everybody's ass early in the event. It's probably a 3-day deal or something. And anyways, he's doing good. Bunch of rain happened, so he ended up doing something different with his tires, and it just didn't work out. And he ended up backing up, and didn't win. I don't remember where he finished. I remember his back bumper kept dragging the wall. It was just throwing sparks. But then there was another time he was driving that old Nova, and that Nova he'd won a ton of races in that car. He was driving it for Don Smith. Anyways, that was when Bowie was long. Like where we were standing at would have been probably the bottom of 1 and 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just we were up higher, obviously, but it was kind of paperclip back then. And he's got a straightaway on him. He's kicking their ass. Gets the white flag, motor grenades. And I'd say blow up. They broke the transmission. I think when they took it apart, the block was in 4 pieces. I mean, nothing left of it, Pull the carburetor off of it, throw the rest of it away. But it was always cool going over there, Keith, yeah, it was cool seeing that many Sportsters over there. I like seeing the variety. I remember when they first started the class, it was a lot of big body cars and people kind of coming out with some unique stuff. Yeah. And there's still a lot of those unique cars out there, and a couple of big body cars and a couple of Camaros now. If it was me and I was the powers that be, I would say no metric cars, no aftermarket bodies. I don't care if it's steel or not. It takes away from the coolness of it. I think I want to see shit that I don't normally see.
And was that what the truck was running in?
Yeah, that was the Sportsters. El Camino.
El Camino, yeah.
And then there was that old Cougar. I posted a picture of it, or I think it was a Cougar, is what they said it was. And that was on a metric frame, but it was cool. You know what I mean? Like have a cool car, put a steel body on something. And I liked seeing one was a little S10, the other one was a square body. The S10 won one of the races. And there's the El Camino out there and a couple of Camaros. What's up, Ramon? We're ready to head back over your way, man, here in a couple months. So back down under.
Oh, he's from.
Yeah, that was our announcer buddy that was come over.
Nice. Completely different subject, but I'm working on my first international bridle rack sale.
Really?
I had a lady contact me from Australia and wanted
one. No kidding.
And so I got back with. It's kind of funny because obviously she's probably sleeping while I'm awake, so the email process is taking a little while because I send her an email and she's probably sleeping. And then she sends me one back while I'm sleeping, and So, but
it used to when I was getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning to go to work. That's when I'd hear from Donna's and Raz the most, because they were getting ready for bed, and I was getting up, and then now it's like I'll hear from them if it's like 3 in the afternoon. I'm like, damn, they're up early, But usually we'll try talking around this time. I think it's lunchtime. Yeah, it's midday on a Wednesday there. So
yeah, this was what I priced. I'm not even sure what she's going to get her but was a $300 item, and it was going to be $185 to ship it over there.
That don't seem that bad though.
No, it's not terrible, but I mean, it does almost double the cost of the item.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
Shit. Yeah.
If it seems to be a big issue, I might find you got connections over there now. We might find somebody with a plasma table. I can send them the files, tell them how to do it, and maybe get like a percentage back from them or something.
I think Hank has all that stuff.
Yeah,
I think so. The Boss Hog car, and then Wally drove his son's car. So yeah, I think that he has all that stuff. I'm not sure. But if you need me to ask, I can ask. I can holler.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, and that's the bridal.
How the hell they find you from
the good old internet? I'm sure, you know,
yeah.
or just like they came over to the 600. I'm sure there's big horse shows and stuff, and people probably come over and whatever. Yeah. Supposedly, my bridal racks are kind of a thing with the cutters and reiners.
That's cool.
I mean, I sell a lot of them, but
you do, yeah.
But I had a guy call me, and he's like, I'm going to let you know that Gumboot will have a plasma table. He says,
old Gumboot.
He says, I want to let you know that like your bridal racks are kind of the thing to have right now, and it'll probably go away, right? But I'm going to ride it when I can.
That's when you got to come up with a different design.
Yeah, and I don't. The cool thing is, in a lot of plasma stuff, like a lot of times I get online, download a design of something, kind of change it up to customize it, and then we cut it or whatever. Those are 100%. I started with a blank canvas and designed those 100% myself. So nobody else has that file. Some people could probably copy it in other ways, but that nobody has my file because I haven't put it out there on the internet yet.
Right.
And at some point I probably will. Once sales drop down to nothing, I'll be like, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how many did you do there? What was that, last month or whatever?
Yeah,
I helped you powder coat.
You helped me come powder coat 28 of them in an order.
Yeah.
And
that's quite a bit. Didn't you have like an order of 100 of those things or something?
The year before I had about 75. It was in 3 orders. One order was for those people, but they ordered a few more. They got 32 or 34 the year before, and then I had like a 20 and a 12 or something like that. Yeah. But they got them for year-end awards. Their association bought them, and
I guess the only bad thing about those is the only repeat customers you would get is people that are giving them away, because once you got it, what the hell do you need another one for? Unless you just got that much shit, you know?
Yeah.
But
and they're gonna last a while. Powder coated and aluminum.
Yeah, they're badass. Yeah.
So
that's pretty cool though. International sale there.
Yeah.
And then you got that one that was on that's on with a 4.6 Ranch or whatever.
Yeah, I sent 2 of them to the 4.6s. I got an order from the 4.6s, so I'm hoping when they do their spinoff or something that I'll see it on TV.
That'd be badass.
It would,
or at least on something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went up when I dropped those 28 off. It was a big horse show up there, and we had a little trouble. My fault. I didn't get her phone number. We've always dealt through email.
Yeah.
And so I got up there, and I'm like, shit, I don't have her phone number. So I sent it. What I ended up doing was somehow I looked her up on her name up on Facebook. Something. I found a post her husband had made looking for help at the ranch, and it had a phone number on it. And I'm like, I just sent him a text. I don't know if they're riding, what they're doing. I don't want to call. I send him a text. And I'm like, hey, it's Lee Jensen. Got a bunch of bridle racks up here for you guys.
Yeah, don't ask me how I have your number.
I found this number on one of your help wanted ads, and whatever. But so I went to watch some cutting horses and stuff while I was waiting for them. And I did see one of my racks hanging on the fence. It was a little far away. I couldn't get a good picture of it, but I thought that was cool. I thought about handing my phone to one of the people riding in the warm up pen and seeing if they'd go do it. And I'm like, I don't know, that's kind of weird.
You're up there wearing shorts and shit.
Right, all black, very short.
Everybody else stood there with cowboy boots. Hey man, go give me a picture of that bridle rack.
So the guy that directs, writes, and I can't think of his name now, but I thought Yellowstone and all that.
Yeah.
I thought I might have saw him up there, but like there's just kind of a bunch of people that are really dressed nice cowboys and kind of
he's dressed nice. That's got to be
him. He's walking in an entourage with half a dozen people around him or whatever, but they just kind of. But I don't know if it was or not. Really,
they all look like him. Everybody's dressed like what's that fucker's name that's on that show?
Rip.
Yeah. I'd say that me and Jesse seen that one guy dressed like him in Palestine that one day getting groceries, and dude, we was laughing our ass off because he was this fucking fat guy with a ponytail, and we were like, "What the fuck?" He had the logo on it, just did the jacket out of the bed or whatever that shit was, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" It was funny because I posted a picture of him, and because he was in his fucking old ass Buick, and I said, Rip's about to take this Buick to the train station. Because it was like a '91 Buick something or whatever, and then people was on there talking bad. You know how the internet gets.
Yeah.
He was just like, what a fucking pathetic guy or whatever, and he knows what he's doing. He's going out in public dressed like this, going grocery shopping. And then somebody tagged him in it, tagged the guy, and he's just like, hell yeah, or something. And I was like, I hope he didn't read none of these comments. This guy's going to kill himself. This guy's going to fucking shoot himself when he's going to take himself to the train station.
I have a friend that he dressed like him for Halloween.
Yeah.
And looked just like him. He was, and I was like, he could get away with doing it daily now and then, but I don't think he really does.
But fucking Hot Carl went as him as Halloween, I think last year or year before last now or whatever. He did some video like he was fucking this old lady. It was the audio. Dad's like, Dad will get drunk. Pull up that video of Hot Carl dressed as Rip.
He's fun. Hot Carl, I've seen him as Freddie Mercury on there.
Oh yeah, he gets into Halloween.
Yeah, Smokey the Bandit.
Yeah, the Freddie Mercury one was funny because he had the fucking teeth and shit, dude. I was like, golly, man. And he's gay,
yeah. I'm still waiting on Hot Carl to come down and visit you one of these days. I want to meet him.
Well, every time we've planned on it, it didn't work out, but maybe we can get him down this year. I think he's got stuff lined out a little more.
Get him out on the barrel boat.
Yeah. It would charter a boat for him.
Yeah. we have Hot Carl, is the most popular boat on Lake Palestine.
The River Gambler boat.
Yeah, so we're gonna get some more videos and stuff off of that this summer. Hopefully.
Hell yeah.
Poker videos, gambling on the riverboat.
Yeah, we if anybody has an old slot machine they want to give us, we need an old slot machine. You've been sent stars 4 times. Chug 4 beers.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're not doing that. Oh, you fucking fucker. Put that shit back out. I'm not chugging a 16-ounce bush. Okay, I'm sorry. I appreciate you fucking not chugging no damn bush. Not a 16-ouncer. I barely.
We have an air mattress here.
I'm not a beer dude. I gotta work on the car when I get back. I gotta leave here and get back to work on the car. And I mean, I could probably do it drunk and it wouldn't be too big of a deal. But I don't have to worry about scratching it or fucking it up. But Dad's seen the bumper on that car. He goes, Jesus, he was like, you got a property blown. Don't hit my fucking car with that thing.
They said they'll settle for 2.
Settle for 2? No. I tell you what, I will open up a new one. Just for that. But this is a big bush and this is in the 70s. So yeah. I'm not a chugger. We thought that was a good idea until I went to do it, but it was this fucking red Lone Star, and I mean, I love Lone Star beers. The reds are not made for chugging, and my system isn't.
Right.
So that was a bad day, really.
When we were in high school, I had a friend, and he's like, uh, he he was like, I can tip up a Gatorade or whatever, and just it'll go right down. But
Yeah.
beers don't really for me, and he didn't understand that. And I'm like, the carbonation burns, man. Like,
I can't. It's like it's too much in me. It's too much in me. My buddy Jared, Lee had to go off camera for a minute. His phone's going off. My buddy Jared, man, I got 2 different videos of him doing, the old beer funnel thing, and there's got to be some kind of record for that because I've never seen nobody drink. I don't know how it was getting down the hose quick enough.
I've funneled beers. I can do that, but I can't just tip them up and chug them.
I just can't. I can't swallow quick enough.
And I don't know that I've ever even tried doing the shotgun thing like they do. I don't know if I've tried that.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of doing that. I might eat fast, but I can't drink fast. And I don't know if it's beer or whatever. I don't chug a bunch of stuff. But I start having a burp.
Yeah.
I start belching, dude. It's over with. I've already been burping this whole fucking time. So chugging a beer, especially in fucking bush.
So our new times. I have an alarm that is set.
Yeah.
So that I can. Okay, I got things going on. I got to check on every day.
Yeah.
At a certain time.
Yeah.
So,
you're on a schedule a bit.
I'm on a schedule. So I have an alarm set for that, but I guess I better move it up or back on Tuesday. So
so we're gonna try to start doing this at 7:30 Central Time, Texas time, Tulsa time, whatever, which is 12:30 noon, whatever at excuse me, Eastern Australia, in like Melbourne area, which is where I fly over there too. So I have that on the flyer, but with the time change, it gives us a little more time of daylight to get some stuff done that we like to get done, and then it gives we was kind of noticing it kind of makes more sense to do it a little later.
Yeah, I'm from Bakersfield, California, and it's 5:30 out there. So we get some people on here too that comment and whatever from there. So they're barely getting off work out there.
Yeah, fuck that. I'd quit.
Right? Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Good point. Good point. I did do that. Yeah. Yeah. What's funny? Our buddy Chris White, his shop's like right across the street from my old job. He was like, "You want to go back to work over there?" I was like, "Fuck no." No, I'm doing fine working on a Monday on a race car across the street. I'll be okay.
When I went back to California, I went and visited my Roger, Ironworks Speed and Customs. I'd like to look in there. And they do some badass shit, so I'd like to look in and see what they had going on.
Hell yeah. And, wonder if they had any more dirt cars in there since that last one you did over there.
Yeah, probably not to do bodies on and stuff. Roger had one for a while. Roger used to drive a hobby stock. And he got into he had a side-by-side that he raced in the desert. And I went out and pre-ran with him one time in that.
Yeah.
And it was fun, but I was sore the next day. Like that, like they're smooth. They are smooth, but still you're hauling ass and you hit some big stuff with them. So
yeah. A buddy of mine, Cody Robbins, he's run the Fred Lobster. I drove for him over there in a little truck, and he's drove just about everything. Sprint cars. He's won in sprint cars. He's got the wing modified that we had out here, limited street stocks, factory stock. He used to have a factory stock. He's always got shitty numbers, and I always ask him who does his wrap, but it's like spray painted on number 7 on nearly everything, or it's like the most basic of looking anything. But he had a barn tin on the door of his car one time, and they ended up DQing him over it. but he won in it. Like he won in
Right.
it. It looked like shit, but he won in it. And I just always thought that was funny. And then, but over the Jesse was needing some tear offs at Boot Hill, and our buddy Dustin with Comprehensive Motorsports, he wasn't there with his trailer because they were moving locations. He was in the middle of dealing with all that, and so I'm like, I need some tear offs. He was like, Cody, just come and picked all these up. He said, let me holler at him and see if he's got them with him, and I'll just replace them. You know, he's gonna hook us up. But he messaged me back after getting hold of Cody. And he was like, he's fucking racing a side by side. And he went and won it. And I was like, I said, this dude wins and everything.
Yeah.
How many different things are you racing, dude? So that's not that common out this way. I don't even know where the hell he was doing it at.
Yeah, there's a place just over here that they have a course for it. We went out
Really?
in the desert. Yeah, they do some mud bogs over here. There's a sign on the road that says something about mud bogs. You go there, they had like somewhat like a motocross course,
Yeah.
but they were running side by sides on it the night that we went.
Never even knew that was there.
Probably
they advertise like shit, I guess.
Yeah, they and the side by sides were probably the best event they had there. They had a little mud pit, but it was just kind of them trucks are badass, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they would just get on the gas, and it was like 2 seconds of them skimming the top, and then they come out the other side, and that was it. And like
drag racing.
Yeah, a really, really, really short course.
Yeah,
and so what for me watching the side by sides out on that deal was the funnest of what they had going on there.
Yeah, that I'd be interested if you want to watch it. I never even knew that was there.
Yeah, there's a sign down there by the when you pass the Chevron, you're headed into Chandler.
They don't advertise much.
You don't go that way.
I don't ever go that way. Yeah, I go that way when I'm riding with you to go eat lunch somewhere.
Yeah.
But, well, we're winding down. We got about 4 minutes till we hit the top of the hour deal there, and
we should
let's see. Let's go through our sponsors here. We've done talked about a couple.
I never even put our stuff up.
No, that's fine. Well, it's hanging up there.
We got the All-Tex
Dirt Services. He was working today. I did a little welding off for him, and he's working all week.
You out here in East Texas, need some dirt work done?
Oh yeah, anything to do that, anything you can think of. So driveways. He did a big. Where he's at now, he built a big pad for 2 RVs. Somebody's hunting lease, and built another pad for a little building. Built their driveway, cleared off all the land that all that stuff's going on, and I don't know.
Culverts, ponds,
put a septic tank in.
Yeah,
you can do that out in the woods. You can't worry about, permits or whatnot. But just about anything. He's the guy.
Yeah,
he's the guy to do it.
And been doing it a long time, and he's damn good at it.
Yeah. And what do we got? We got Comprehensive Motorsports, Comprehensive Industrial for the oil field side of things. They do a bunch of different stuff over there. I think Jesse got some hoses and stuff built by them. I'm not sure. I don't know enough on the oil field side of stuff to know what the fuck they're doing over there. But motorsports side, you can get online. You can order stuff through them. They're a little cheaper than some places, and some places they're right on the money, and nice folks, and they're all about racing and wanting to help the racer out. So definitely go over there and help them. They just moved locations over there by Shreveport somewhere. So
I've been seeing on Facebook, seeing their moving venture going on. Skinny's Automotive.
Skinny's, yeah.
He if you're in Bakersfield, California, and need some automotive work done, he's your man.
Definitely. Yeah, I'd definitely go see Skinny. Nice guy. We say that every week. Hell of a nice guy. Hell of a cook.
Roll in there. Don't roll in there expecting work in the afternoon, but maybe if you're going to pick your stuff up, like roll in there right in the afternoon and hope that he's got the grill going.
See if you
already.
see smoke first.
Yeah.
Where there's smoke, there's fucking tri-tip.
Yeah. And very good tri-tip.
Yeah.
So give him a shout, holler. He helps us out, and we really appreciate that. And we'll go back to this again.
Fucking yeah, Big O Screens. Definitely check out Big O Screens because man, that thing is so badass. It's so big.
Yeah.
That thing is fucking huge. You have to have a CDL to pull that thing around. Huge TV screen. You can live stream your event. I know somebody was talking to him about doing golf, some golfing event one time. I don't know if you ever did, that ever worked out, but I was like, how that? That's like
seems like danger to me. I'd put a golf ball in
the. Even if it was out of the way, I probably still
yeah.
If I could hit it that far.
I've golfed maybe twice in my life. I don't know, but like I thought I had it figured out where you just use a little bigger iron. Like I didn't swing so hard. Used a bigger iron, and because I
the further it needs to go, the bigger the putter is.
Yeah, and my buddy that was helping me at one point, there was a couple people ahead of us. He's like, no, you can't. He's like, if you actually do get a hold of that, you'll kill one of them. And so, we had to wait for them to get out of the way. But anyway, yeah, that's my golfing experience.
Yeah. We got addicted to dirt.
We got
our hats on.
Got our hats. He sent me over a logo, and guys, I was trying to get my race car running, and I didn't get that up. But I got to get it cut. I'm going to put it on my car too.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't know if they're talking about trying to be either at Kennedale this weekend. I don't know if they got that linked up. The World Outlaws are supposed to be there, or being down there with us at Waco at Heart of Texas. So hopefully they can make that happen. One of those events. Make sure you follow the Addicted to Dirt. That's the number 2. And like your hat's a little bigger lettering than mine. But yeah, check them out because they got some cool shit, man. I love these old rope hats. They had a real good their setup at Boot Hill was really nice.
Yeah.
And I know you did some of the fabrication on some of that stuff, and it was top notch looking shit. I said, I just got a table with a canopy, you know.
Yeah, he likes to do everything first class, and he had the sketch of what I done.
Yeah,
what he wanted done, and then I added. I had to make it where it would break down, and he could haul it in something decent.
Yeah.
Like I got it where he could put it in like a canopy bag or something when he got it all broke down. Tried to make it nice where kind of all the pieces were obvious where they went together, so you're not trying to figure out.
You don't have to number nothing.
Yeah, what goes where.
Yeah. It looked really good set up over there. I'm happy for them guys. They put a lot of time in that, Mike and Larry, getting all that lined out and it being as professional as possible. Everything has their logo on it. The tags of the shirt, the tags on the hat, the tags inside the hat, like just everything has their logo on it. I mean, you're not just buying something that has their name on it. You're buying a brand. That's next level shit, you know. So if you get online, check out what they got. My buddy Bradley Bush won a competition with them. I think he got that hat and then the white shirt that they have, and I have one of those. I was gonna wear it and I couldn't find it. And I was like, well, I'll just wear the shirt that I've been laying on the ground in, because that's kind of how the days go.
Right, yeah. So,
but So,
and it's been fun watching him post too.
Oh, yeah.
On he's got like people are wearing it. Like he's got some cool drivers wearing it and stuff and getting pictures of it.
Yeah, so it's getting out there, and I told him that's the hardest part. I said, you get the right people wearing stuff. I mean, it's going to be out there. Obviously, I'm not much help. Nobody gives a shit about me, but get some of those big name drivers out there.
Yeah.
You know, he knows Ethan Dotson and a couple of those guys and stuff. So it'll get out there, and new brand stuff. And it's legit shit, man. I dig it. Like I said, I love rope hats. So old school stuff, good looking shirts, like nice shirts. It's not like some fucking It's not like you're getting some off brand shirt with a fucking sticker slapped on it type deal. It's legit. You're gonna be comfortable in it. So uh make sure you check out them. Make sure you check out my merch too. I got links all on my Facebook and everywhere that has that stuff. And make sure if you're needing any CNC plasma stuff cut out, or need some custom sign or trophies or whatever, hit up Dragon Slayer Industries. Is that your website, dragonslayerindustries.com?
Yeah, I think I had like that's linked. My actual website is Dragon Slayer IND, like
Okay.
so you didn't have to spell it all out. But I think I do own Dragon Slayer Industries also, and
Okay.
it'll go to the same thing. It just
Gotcha.
takes more typing
Okay.
to get it there. They're both headed to the
Yeah.
same spot.
But all those links are on our page, on our respectful pages.
Yeah.
So make sure you go on there. Got a bunch of I got a bunch of cool shirts. You got a bunch of cool shit on your page. And the koozie deals, I use that koozie deal all the time. I got it set up, and it has the bottle opener on the side. So I mounted mine a little sideways. That way, you use the bottle opener a little easier. And I bet it's right over my top of my toolbox. And Jesse's always drinking those seckies. It's just full of fucking bottle caps.
Yeah, we need to put one of them in here one day or something.
Yeah.
We get it.
Me and Jesse was looking at it the other day. Had like 5 koozies in it. I was like, "Where the fuck are all of our koozies?" Because I had it full at one point, and I said, "I know I've been getting more koozies."
I have one mounted to the back door of the van, so when you swing it open, it's just got the koozie rack right there.
Handy as hell. Yeah, that thing's pretty cool.
The other thing that I have on my website is not only with Dragon Slayer Industries, but me being me, I found out nobody owned bridleracks.com.
Yeah.
So that shoots right to my Bridle Racks page too.
Yeah. So if y'all know any horse people,
yeah, those are
they need a bridle rack, and it's a good deal on it too. I mean, that's way affordable.
Yeah.
For what it is, and considering it lasts you your whole life, and then beyond that, I mean, hell, I mean it'll outlast your horse.
Yeah. Yeah. We won't get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah. We'll get off here. Do we have one more new comment before we get out of here?
We're slacking.
Oh, Luke. What's up, Luke? Luke said he's gonna try making Waco.
Awesome.
We might need the pit crew help.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we need pictures. We need other people to be in the pictures for when we win.
Yeah.
If you win, I'm gonna get in the picture.
Right.
Bottom line.
If Ethan won, I was gonna I don't know how Boot Hill is about letting you through from the stands, but I was gonna try at least.
Yeah.
But
you just gotta holler, Ethan, tell him to let me in. Right. Shit. Well, all right. Well, we're gonna get off here. We'll see y'all next week and let you know how this Big Chill 500 goes.
Yeah, we'll have more to talk about, and hopefully
we won't be working. Well, I will be. Hopefully your car is going to be in good shape.
Yeah.
Mine's still not ready for next week. So, and I'm running a whole different car this week that I'm trying to get ready. Got a lot of shit going on. So,
that's what he says. He says that you'll be there for the pit crew for sure, and the picture when we win.
Hell yeah.
So,
well, we're in, dude. Come on out and enjoy it. And if you're in the area, head out to Heart of Texas Speedway this weekend and watch a bunch of racing. They got a couple of weekly classes each night before the Enduros. So stay and watch. It's gonna be a good time.
Yep. Thank y'all for watching. Follow everybody.
Yep. Follow us.